Hello everyone, I'm Gary Martin and today I'm joined with Jadzi'a for our second part to the new series, Getting Jadzi'a into Golf.
Yeah.
How did you think the first one went? Have you watched it back?
Yeah, a few times. I think it went really well.
Did you? What were it like watching yourself?
Oh, laughing.
Were you?
Yeah, I thought it were hilarious.
What have your friends said? Have they took mick and stuff?
Yeah.
Have they?
Not really took the mick, they've just been like, oh, you're actually alright.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah.
What about comments? Have you read many comments?
I've read a few of them, yeah. Yeah.
I thought there was a lot of support, and you know, I knew you'd got, you know, because I teach a lot of new golfers, and I thought you did really well for your first lesson. But I was surprised on, you know, how many other people related to that, and also thought you did well.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a couple of comments I really liked as well. I'm going to read one out. One from Robert Court, and he said with Jadzi'a, being a new golfer, is to maybe start off on an academy course or a shortened course. So that's what we're going to do tonight, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to get Jadzi'a on the course. It's only the second ever meet, but we're going to get her on the course because I think there's so much that can be learnt on a golf course. I mean, you clearly see that she can hit a ball, but what I really want to do is I really want to get Jadzia''s kind of like juices flowing for golf. Do you know, like, I want her to get excited about golf because I think you can get bored on as a new golfer if you just go on a driving range.
Do you know what though? Like, I've actually been enjoying it. Like, even though we've had one lesson, like I've done a little bit here and there with you, like before, but I mean, I think what I really want to focus on is like the stance and like getting that swing right. Because when I watched it back, I noticed, oh my god, when you look at like golfers and the swing, and it's just so fluent. You look at mine, it's all staggered in it.
So as far as golf then, I mean, I should have maybe asked you this question. What are you looking forward to most? Is it getting on the golf course? Is it just improving the way you hit the ball? I
do want to get on the course, don't get me wrong. I do want to have a go on it and see, because obviously like with the driver and stuff. Yeah. But at the same time, like I don't want to jump on the course straight away and then not have a clue about my stance or like not have a clue how to hit. So I think the first lesson was a good to like hit it and just have a practice run really before getting on course, so that way I know a little bit more. Do
you have any fear about getting on course?
Not really, no. I don't think so, unless I'm bad, then yeah.
Well, my idea behind this, and it comes from my experience coaching, is that you know, generally I find newer golfers improve quicker on a golf course. I think you will learn how to get the ball around a golf course. You'll learn about the obstacles on a golf course, and you know, bunkers and stuff, you know, aiming around bunkers, it might be sort of avoiding undulations, and all that kind of learning is something that you just can't do on a driving range. So for me personally, I think it's really important that we give you this taste of a golf course tonight, and then we'll make a judgment on how we move forward, whether it's doing a few more lessons, you know, that kind of thing. But I think personally, I think if you're a newer golfer, get yourself a course lesson, because one, you're going to learn, and tonight you're going to learn a bit of this, a bit of etiquette, you know, how to get yourself around a golf course safely. And then if you know a friend or, you know, somebody wants to take you on a golf course, you've got that understanding then, so you know what you're doing. So we're going to get on the golf course.
Yep, let's go. Let's go.
So I'm just chasing Jadzi'a down fairway. We're going to try and tee off from about 200 yards away. You need to slow it down a little bit. She's running after Power Caddy. We're going to tee off for about 200 yards. And you know, get Jadzi'a set off in play in the fairway, and then really teach her how to get round. So first things first, on our open hole, we've got a bunker in the middle of the fairway. What else can you see?
A tree.
You've got a tree. And what about the lie of the land? Which way is the ball going to roll?
Do you mean it's slope?
Yeah.
Well, it's looking like an hill that way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try like aim like, well, I don't think I'm going to get far anyway, but I'll like try to aim between a bunker and tree, like there.
Definitely, yeah. So try and factor in the lie of the land, guys. You know, if it's your first time on a golf course, factor that in, and you know, start to think about, you know, if you hit a good shot, where do you want it to finish? You know, so it's going to roll this way to the left, so you've got to make sure you're going to account for that. Okay. All right. Well done. No, I call them good bad shots because it's straight and you've advanced it. Well done. So we've got some new clubs on order as well, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
And which one are you looking forward to try it most?
Oh, the driver.
The driver.
Send it far.
Send it far. And that's just all new golfers, isn't it? You know, they want to try the big-headed one, see how far they can hit it. So we'll certainly be giving it a try. Yeah. But we will try and focus on the short game as well. So you can't tee this one up.
What? Why?
It's your, you know, you can only tee up your first shot.
All right, didn't know. Pop it there. Alright, pop it there.
So you've got a little bit of a problem here as well. You've got that bunker in your way, haven't you?
Yeah, right in my way actually.
So I would try and go around it.
That way?
Yeah. See if you can avoid it. Well done, you've remembered your alignment. That's good. Fantastic shot. Do you know what? That's so impressive. That is so impressive to get the flight. Well done.
Thank you. I'm quite happy with that.
So Jadzia'S just asking why that one went so high. It didn't go so high, it just flighted it perfectly really.
Yeah.
And that's because you brushed the surface, and we did work on that in the first lesson if you can remember. Yeah. You know, and that's what a lot of newer golfers struggle with. You know, you're very gifted in that you can actually hit the bottom of the ball. And I know when I first started golf, like many people, I always used to top it. I was scared of hitting the ground, but you seem not to have that fear, don't you?
No, not really. No, I'm not that bothered. If I can hit a good shot, I'll hit a good shot.
Yeah. So, have you had 2 shots?
Yeah.
2 shots from 200 yards, and I bet she's only 40 yards away. Maybe we need to get you off red tees already. I'm just gifted with beginners, aren't I, on this channel? Absolutely gifted. Yeah, you're a little bit rough. You have probably got about 40 yards, so I don't think you can afford to hit a full shot here. Can you remember what we did to control distance last time?
Maybe a bit like that.
So I want you to make 2 adjustments. I want you to bring your feet inside shoulder width a little bit. And what this is going to do, guys, if you're a newer golfer, because as a person, you know if you swing too aggressively with a narrower stance, you're going to lose balance and fall over. So naturally, when your feet are closer together, you will tend to reduce the speed of your swing because you're wanting to stay upright. Okay. The second thing I want you to change is where you hold the handle. So you need to grip low on the handle when you're trying to control distance, when you're trying to play a shorter shot. So low on the handle, and then bringing your feet inside shoulder width, and from there you'll naturally shorten your swing a little bit and reduce the speed. Okay. That's good.
Forgetting again?
Yeah, so your target hand on first, that's it at the top, that's good. Okay. Have a practice swing with your lower, you know, gripping it lower and with your feet narrower together, and try to swing in balance. That's nice, good. Hips and chest to target, well done. Unlucky, and that happens, you know, that happens. Now, I may have set you up for failure there, because what I maybe should have mentioned is because you're gripping lower on the handle, you need to make sure you're pivoting over a little bit more. So maybe you didn't have enough tilt, and that's why you caught the top of the ball. So have another go.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll call that one an upsie. So make sure you got a little bit more pivot over it, that's it, good. Excellent, what a shot. Stop there.
Oh no, it's not. It's not.
No, that's a great strike though, the quality of the striking. So you need to make sure, Jadzia, you don't go inside them white lines with your trolley. See that white line?
Alright.
So you need to bear left now.
Oh,
don't go across it. Oh, you'll have committee on you. That's it.
Garrett, it was.
Turn it off.
I have.
You're scaring me, you're too near that white line.
I'm sorry, it won't turn off.
Can you like pull it away from white line? Don't pull it backwards, just turn it off, press that button in.
I am, up in.
Yeah, turn it off.
I'm trying.
Oh dear. Still having trolley issues.
Where do you want it?
So we need to direct it towards the next tee. You shouldn't leave it in front at green. So bring it down here towards the path here on the left. Oh dear. We should have driving lessons for this. That's it. So Jadzia, get your putter.
I did
get your putter as well.
Oh, do I need that
and
as
then
well?
I've got to come back. Don't worry, it's big. This is what it's about. This is all part of learning.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you're one that's got to look a plonker for everybody else's benefit. And guys, this is just a great example of, you know, what newer golfers are like the first time on a golf course. So, you know, if you're watching this, it's absolutely perfect learning to, you know, Jadzia can make all these mistakes for you.
How the hell am I going to get it up there, Gary?
So we've got to bear in mind here that Jadzia'S only got a 7-iron and a putter.
I don't know where I'm shooting this, to be honest.
Well, just think about where the flag is and think about the distance that you've got. So it's not going to be a full swing.
That's like the highest part where the flag is.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult, but try and just judge the length of the stroke that you need.
Oh, I don't know where to start.
Well done. Do you know what? That's not ended up too bad. I bet that's quite close.
Seen what?
Getting down on a knee to line it up.
Just try to like line it up.
Is this all natural or have you been watching?
I've not really watched it, no.
Oh, well, that's good, that.
I'm just trying to see how far away I am from it, like if I can line it up.
Yeah.
Is that right? I don't know.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, it's horrible. Oh.
It's not often that newer golfers underhit a putt, so you've got to feel, you've got to touch. Do you want to try and finish that off? Great, well done. Take your time on this one. I think these ones are the ones that you've got to really take your time lining up. Well done, excellent. So that were an 8, and that was with a miss it as well. Good shot. So that was Jadzia'S first ever hole. She got an 8, and she did really well with that, I thought.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, I actually did, yeah. I thought I did a few good hits.
And are you excited to play it next hole?
Yeah. I think it's just luck, innit? But I mean, I'll take it.
So we're going to carry on playing a little bit. We're not going to document any more tonight, but what we are going to do is just teach, you know, every time we go onto the course, we're dropping a little bit of etiquette. And, you know, even for you serious golfers who are watching, you know, I think you could learn something from this tonight. She's still not mastered it yet. What speed are you on?
5.
5?
Yeah.
To slow it down, get on like 2.
I don't mind, it's all right. Gets me walking.
You don't look comfortable. So most of you might think that raking a bunker is pretty simple. Well, it's not. Let me tell you, there's actually a proper way to rake a bunker. And for the purpose of this, I'm going to make some footprints in the bunker, like, you know, as I've played the shot and I've walked in out, and I'm going to come and get Jadzi'a to try and rake these footprints and rake your way out of a bunker.
Rake your way out?
Yeah, so you know, I want you to rake and get all these footprints so that, you know, you leave the sand nice, in a nice state. Right, so I'm going to get out, I'm going to get Jadzi'a to try and rake it and see if she probably not going to do this correct, but I'm going to teach you how to do it correctly. All right, you'd think there wouldn't be a complicated way of doing this, wouldn't you? So if you could rake all the footprints.
Oh God.
It's not bad. Have you had a rake before?
Oh yeah, I've had a rake before.
So be careful you don't make more footprints.
Well, what else are you gonna...
Because you've got to get out of it, haven't you?
Alright, okay, I'll work my way out.
Now where are you going? So you're not allowed to exit the bunker on a slope, you've got to exit on a low point.
Right, okay. Alright.
And you can't enter a bunker on a slope either.
Right, that's easy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'm working backwards, aren't I? Oh Christ. I'm falling. There you go.
Actually, wow.
Not a footprint inside.
You've done really well with that. You've done too well. She's actually done too well, and I don't know if this is by fluke or not. You've done really well, but what a lot of amateur golfers, what I see so often is that when people rake themselves out of a bunker, now you've done this perfect, but I don't know if it's by fluke. A lot of people rake towards themselves like this, and then that brings all the sand up to the edge of the bunker. So when someone's ball trickles in, it gets stuck in the sand here. So what you've got to try to do is rake your way this way until you're out of the bunker, and then from here, push the sand back into the middle of the bunker. Like that, and you actually did that.
Did I?
But I think you did it by...
Oh, I wouldn't have had a clue.
By more luck than judgment. So that is how to correctly rake a bunker, guys. Try to rake from the face of the bunker into the middle, and then once you're out, rake back into the middle, like that. But don't sort of push all the sand up the face, or push it, you know, push it away from the faces, and then it won't get stuck on the face of the bunker, you know. And we get a lot of complaints about that. We get a lot of complaints from members about the balls getting stuck in the faces of the bunker.
Because no one's sweeping it right.
Yeah, I mean, the greenkeepers obviously prepare bunkers, but they can't be there all day long. So, you know, and it's not just at our golf club, but you can get really thick, you know, amounts of sand on the faces, and then the ball plugs and stops. So it's important that you rake the bunker correctly so the ball rolls back into the middle of the bunker.
Right.
So I hope you've enjoyed tonight, Jadzia. You played a hole. You know, you've learnt one etiquette rule, or maybe a few more actually along the way. I think you learnt about trolleys, didn't you? Not going too close to the green.
Yeah.
You know, but I think there's going to be loads of exciting stuff to come in this video. And I think from next week when we get your golf clubs, that's going to be awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
We've kind of struggled so far because we've not actually had a set of golf clubs, so it's kind of held us back a little bit. But we've got loads of interesting plans, and even as far as maybe getting some clothing, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, we'll bring all that to you. But, you know, get in comments, guys. What do you think is important to teach Jadzia, you know, etiquette-wise? Because you found that quite interesting, didn't you, in the bunker?
Yeah, I did actually, yeah.
I don't want it to be boring for her, but, you know, we have got to teach you etiquette. And if there's newer golfers watching this, and even some golfers have been playing a couple of years.
Well, exactly, like, I bet the golfers will appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I found funny. I'll not keep you too long, but I had a golfer come for a lesson a few weeks back, and I saw him raking himself out of a bunker. He had no idea what he was doing. And I says, have you not been in a bunker before? And he said, no, because he started last year in lockdown when there were no rakes.
Yeah.
So he'd just never been in a bunker before, which I found interesting. There'll be a lot of you guys that can relate to that. So I'm sure you might have learned something tonight, but we'll be back next week, won't we? So we'll be back next week with Jadzia'S new clubs, and we'll show you what we've got. See you later, guys.
See you later, guys.
Bye. You're going to say bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
I get so awkward at that point.